Well, hello, FlossTube friends and stitchy friends. This is Tina Fraser coming to you today from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Monday, July 12th at approximately 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm coming to you today with another stitching update for my cross-stitch, the cross-stitch portion of my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. My name is Tina Fraser, and I'm an avid crafter, and my main crafting love is cross-stitch. This is my crafting channel and my hobby channel where I talk about mostly cross-stitch and some diamond painting and some other hobbies that I have, including ghost hunting and video games and just being nerdy and just some life updates in general thrown in for the mix. Excuse me. I took a little swig of milk because I have a little bit of a heartburn issue going on after dinner tonight. We had spaghetti and I had a little bit of soda, and I'm dealing with a little bit of heartburn tonight, so I had a little bit of milk to kind of cure the heartburn and make it a little easier for me to record the video tonight. Anyway, tonight's anyway, I just wanted to get through my intro really quick. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you'll find something on this channel that you can you can get some inspiration from, that you find something that you really like here, and that you decide to come back later on. Welcome. Again, I'm looking forward to, I always look forward to meeting new friends. There is a little teeny gnat that is flying around, so you'll probably see me, you know, suddenly glance off. Yeah. If you're a returning watcher, I didn't get him. If you're a returning watcher, thank you for coming back. Hold on just a minute. I am going to try and get said gnat. Did I get him? Did I get him? Did I get him? No, I did not. I think I got him. Yay, I got him. Yay. Anyway, so sorry about that. I don't know. Probably won't edit that out. A little bit of life thing. A little gnat story, and I've got hair in my necklace clasp. Sorry about that. So this is me. Anyway, as I said, I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and this is my channel. If you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for coming back. It's always great to see my friends, and welcome back. I hope you find something here that you can use and that you find inspiration from. And thank you. For those of you that are new and those of you that have not yet subscribed, I encourage you to click the subscription button below to subscribe to my channel, and then click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Recently, I haven't been super, I've been kind of been recording these videos about every other week or so, every week or so. It just really depends on what kind of content I have and what kind of updates I have to share with you. My last update was at the end of June, so I have a couple of updates to talk to you about for the last couple of weeks, and July updates, and some other stuff to talk to you about as well today. But yeah, click the notification bell and you can be notified when I upload new content. So that being said, let me get into this little bit here. So those of you that have been watching my channel for a while now know that we have been on a permanent work from home status. Well, up until now, it's been a permanent work from home status since about March 18th or so of 2020, which was basically my birthday of last year when everything got shut down for the pandemic. Work told everybody, you know, you now work from home. Well, in April or May, work sent out a notification that they would start bringing people back into the office voluntarily in the month of June, and then in July they would start bringing people back into the office. Our team of about 12, we were going to be coming back into the office 1 week in groups of 3. So the first week in July was starting July 6th, because we had the 5th off for the 4th of July. The first group of 3 in my department were going to be in the office. The second group of 3 went into the office today. I'm in the third group of 3. One of those 3 is no longer in the department, so there's only 2 of us that are going to be in the office starting next Monday, the 19th. We'll be in for a week, and then we're out again, working from home, until our scheduled week in August. After August, we don't really know yet what is going on as far as work from home, but I don't know. It has been well over a year and a half since I have been having to go into the office. Now, granted, the office is less than a 10-minute drive away from here, but I haven't been into the office since we moved into this new house. So it's going to be a bit of a change for me to go back into the office for 40 hours a week. I'm not looking forward to it. I would almost rather just stay working from home. I don't really see a need for us to be in the office, but I don't make the big decision. I don't get paid to make those big decisions at work. And so I get to just kind of show up and be wherever, whenever they want me to be. So my first day back in the office is next Monday, the 19th. So I'm going to be preparing for that this week. I don't know what my stitching thing is going to be like. I have some updates to kind of talk to you about in my WIP updates and plans, stitchy plans towards the end of the video. You will see me looking down. I have my notebook here that I have notes written down for this video today. So you'll probably see me looking down at my notes to make sure that I'm kind of staying a little bit on track. But I do go back into the office next week. Not really looking forward to that. Luckily, we're on business casual dress, so you know I can wear tennis shoes. I can wear t-shirts. I can't wear these types of t-shirts. My t-shirt this week says "Keep calm and craft on." So I can't wear t-shirts with words or logos on it, so I have a bunch of plain t-shirts that I can wear at work. I work in a back office at a big bank, so we don't see people. And yes, I still have the paper clip in my glasses because I still haven't gone to the eye doctor. I really need to do that. I also need to see the dentist, and I also need to see my general practitioner too. I have a lot of things that I need to do that I just have been putting off. But anyway, I do go back into the office next week. Not really looking forward to that. The building is still rather sparse, and we have to sit at desks that have green dots on them. They're trying to get up to about 50% capacity. So I don't know what that's going to mean, because they have removed the mask restrictions for those of us that are fully vaccinated. But because of the Delta variant and some of the other still quite contagious variants of COVID that are floating out there, I am probably going to be wearing a mask full-time at work for the foreseeable future. My husband, my mom, and I, we still mask when we go out, especially at restaurants, and for grocery shopping, we still mask. Pretty much now it's just become a habit. And because I got my first vaccine dose like the 2nd of April, my vaccine card says it's good until August. Well, I don't know yet. I don't think it's been known. The CDC hasn't come out and said that we need booster shots for the vaccines, but I'm probably going to be close to being due for a booster shot if we need 3rd shots and continuing booster shots. My 3rd shot will probably need to come up sooner rather than later. So I will be wearing a mask probably at least until we know for sure if boosters are needed and how effective those boosters are going to be. So I'll probably be masking for quite a while, just because I feel a little better. I don't want to get sick, and I don't want to make somebody sick if I don't know I have it. It's just my preference. So yeah, so we have a lot going on. We've been playing games, getting back together, playing games with friends. I'll get into that a little bit more with some non-stitchy plans and stuff that I have towards the end of the video too. So I wanted to start off this video with a little bit of a somber note. Those of you that have been around in the cross-stitch community for quite a long time are probably familiar with the pattern design company, Blackbird Designs. And those of you that have been around Facebook since about July 5th, and over this last week or so, probably have heard the news that Barb Adams from Blackbird Designs passed away July 4th. Her business partner in Blackbird Designs, Alma Allen, posted about her deep loss on July 5th. Barb Adams passed away the morning of July 4th after dealing with illness. And so the whole stitching community has kind of been rallying around Alma Allen of Blackbird Designs to show their support and their condolences for the loss of that the stitchy community has. I saw it posted over many Facebook groups, many pages. I've heard people on FlossTube talking about it all week. So just know that the stitching community is mourning the loss of a very wonderful lady, a designer under Blackbird Designs. Barb Adams passed away July 4th. So we're all kind of dealing with that. On that same note, my husband and I and my mom, we put down our cat, Gur, June 30th. She was, we found out that she was 19 years old. My husband and I adopted her from our cat welfare organization in October of 2002. And our cat Gur, she was with us for 19 years. We did not realize that. Let me see if I can find a little older picture of her. I think I have some. So over the last like 2 or 3 years, here's a pretty good picture of her. This is our cat Gur. We put her to sleep. We put her to sleep on the 30th of June. And my husband and I, we picked up her ashes today, so that was a little bittersweet for us. Here is her ash box. Those of you that have watched my channel know that back in October, we lost 2 of our other cats in the same week. We lost our cat Stormcloud, who's in this box here. And then, so in this picture, you can see Gur is here, Stormcloud is here, and our other cat Halloween, whoops, sorry about that, you guys. And our other cat, Halloween, is over here. But we lost Stormcloud and Halloween in the same week in October. Halloween hadn't been eating. He was very weak when we took him in. We took him in on Monday. Stormcloud had also not been eating for like the last week or 2. Weens had lost a lot of weight, but he was really weak. So we put him to sleep on Monday, and then we made the hard decision and put Storm to sleep that Friday. Gur hadn't really been eating a whole lot. She was 19. She had kidney issues that kind of, you know, her kidney issues were just going to get worse and worse. She hadn't yet started to, you know, wet herself. But anyway, this was her at the vet's office that day. She was just kind of loving and purring. Here's another loving picture of her that morning. But you know, she wasn't eating, and 2 years ago, well, yeah, about 2 years ago, and even last year when we moved into the house, she had lost so much weight that you could feel the bumps of her spine as you were petting her. Your hand literally went like this across her back, the top of her back, as you were petting her. She lost a lot of weight. We finally got her towards like, I want to say September last year. We finally got her to start putting on more weight, and she started eating and started getting better. And then, so we've noticed about the last month, towards the end of May, her appetite went again. And her appetite was doing up, down, up, not quite as high, down, not quite as high, down again, and not quite. It was basically up here, then it would dip up here, and then it would dip, then it would dip, and it just kept going lower and lower. And she was getting to the point for the last 3 weeks that the last 3 weeks before we put her to sleep, that she was eating less than a half a can of food, less than a quarter of a can of food. And we couldn't really get her to eat much more than a quarter can of food every day. So she just wasn't interested in eating. And we knew it was probably the kidneys. So we made the hard decision. We went on an overnight ghost, or a weekend ghost visit down to Marietta, Ohio. And we made the hard decision that weekend to put her to sleep. So we did that on Wednesday that week, on the 30th of June. And yeah, so a little bittersweet goodbye. Here's her little pads of her feet, just saying goodbye. So we put our cat Ger to sleep, and we picked up her ashes today. So that's a little bittersweet. Talking about Barb Adams of Blackbird Designs and my cat Ger. So here are the 3 cats, and they're keeping my stepdad. It's not the best picture, but the urn in the middle in the red velvet box are some of my stepdad's ashes. My stepdad passed away in 2018. So he is keeping the 3 cats in line. Hopefully they're having fun together, but yeah, we did pick up Ger's ashes today. So, all right. So we're going to get into a little more happy stuff, hopefully. So the next little bit that I kind of want to talk to you about today is some haul. First things up first, it is after the 5th of the month. Those of you that have been watching my channel know that I'm in the Garan Toten Bags Grime Guard of the month. I get the 11 by 11 Grime Guard, and I got the July Grime Guard. I would kind of like to move over to the Bag of the Month Club, but the Project Bag of the Month Club is full up, and it has been for a while. They're on a waiting list. I'd like to switch over to that because I'd like to get some more project bags, but I don't know when or if that'll happen. So this month's Grime Guard are American Eagles. And the project bag this month match is in the same fabric. So I got my Garan Toten Bags Grime Guard of the month. Thank you very much, you guys. I might actually be sharing, I'm going to be sharing some of my Grime Guards with my mom. I have a couple of floor stands, and my mom, I didn't know that my mom was looking for a floor stand for her cross stitch, and she didn't really know what she was looking for. And I don't think she realized that I had a second floor stand that I wasn't using down here in the basement. So I took my, spare floor stand upstairs for her 2 weeks ago, and she's been loving it. So Mom's been using my other floor stand. Sorry about the crinkle as I get this back in the bag. I'm going to take this upstairs with me and put it in my stashy stuff. Alrighty. Let me get a pen. There we go. So I got the July Grime Guard. I am also in Crazy Annie's Fabric of the Month. I get color and cotton hand-dyed fabric in 36 count Edinburgh. I get the 17 by 26 inch pieces of Crazy Annie's Fabric of the Month, and the May one came in last week. So I got the May Fabric of the Month. This one is called Soft Apricot, and it's color and cotton, soft apricot. I don't know if you're gonna, yeah, that's actually pretty close. It's a very pretty peach. Yep, and you can see the modeling in it. It's really pretty. It gets a little washed out, but it's quite a lovely piece of fabric. I think it would be good for a fall piece, a spring piece, or an Easter fabric. And it looks like, because it's 36 count, it looks like I'll have enough for a couple of projects at least on this. But my fabric of the month came for July from Crazy Annie's. So get that back in here to go in my stash. Looking forward to using some of these 36 count and larger fabrics. All right, yay! Yay! Alrighty. I'm still dealing with a little bit of coughing issues from my cold that my mom and I were dealing with from before. Little water in my Hello Kitty Loot Crate water bottle. Okay, so I'm also subscribed to a couple of magazines. The latest issue, the World of Cross Stitching magazine, came in with the dragon on the front and the all occasion tags. This is the free kit that you get usually with almost every issue of World of Cross Stitch magazine. This is this month's. You get these little all occasion tags, and you get Ada fabric, floss, and stuff to stitch on them. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or give it to Mom or see if I can do as a giveaway later. I don't know yet. But the cover on the World of Cross Stitching has an Ann Stokes dragon. I really like Ann Stokes patterns, but this dragon isn't quite my aesthetic. I didn't find a lot in this magazine that was really my aesthetic. And I won't do a flip through because I know other people do. But there's like some pretty crafty pillows that you can stitch up with the buttons and the tomato pin cushion and the scissors and everything like that. These ones made me laugh. These fruit. The one that really made me laugh is this banana. Look at that banana, you guys. I thought of Steph from Just Keep Stitching with that banana. It made me laugh. So, yeah, there's, you know, a lot of neat patterns in this magazine. It's a UK publication, so it does cost a little bit more to get it over here in the States. But I do have a subscription to it. I was getting Cross Stitch Gold magazine, and Cross Stitch Gold magazine went out of print, I think about 2 years ago. And they just rolled over my subscription into World of Cross Stitch magazine instead. So, but yeah, I mean, I got the new issue of the World of Cross Stitching magazine. So there is that little bit of loveliness that's going to go in my magazine pile. And then I know you guys have all seen this already. I got the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2021 special collector's issue, and you can see I've flagged several patterns in here already. So part of my plans, just a really quick update, I'll get into this a little bit more later. I am hopefully going to be getting into stitching some ornaments, both Christmas and Halloween ornaments, and maybe even some Easter ornaments going forward. Some of my plans include doing that. So I'll be talking a little bit more about that later on. Hopefully in this video if I remember, but at least in, you know, some other plans videos coming up. I would like to start getting some various ornaments completed. So I'm going to use the World of Cross Stitch free thing to cover this. One of the ones that I thought was really cute was the Broomstick Brigade. Look at those cats, you guys. Look at those cats. The Broomstick Brigade. This is by Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches. You all know Lindy Stitches. Stephanie. Broomstick Brigade. Too cute. This one is adorable. This one is by Amanda Jennings and Ashley Anderson of Frosted Pumpkin. This is a Frosted Pumpkin design, you guys. Look at that cat. So cute. It's trick-or-treating. Have a possum Halloween. Black cat and spider web. Look at that. This would make an awesome diamond painting. This would be awesome in a diamond painting, especially if you can get some rhinestones for the eye, the purple in the eye. Yeah. One of the other ones, look at this, bones and eyes. The Scornu pattern. Look at that. Isn't that cute? This one, the current mood. This one is really cute. Current mood. You have happy, afraid, cat, and angry. I just thought that was really, really cute. If nothing else, let's stitch the cat. Another one that I thought was really cute in here. Where all of these are really cute. You have the Spirited Goblet over here. The Yum Ghoul Whip. I thought that was really cute. Pick Your Poison, Trick or Treat, and Nightmare Before Coffee. I thought all those were really cute. And they would stitch up pretty quick too. Yeah. So they would all stitch up really quick. There's a sampler in here. I'm not going to show you that. How do you spell Halloween? Ghost, candy, jack-o'-lantern, black cat, trick-or-treat, witch, haunted house, costume, and pumpkin patch. Thought that was really cute. And then there's all these winged things patterns in here that were really cute. I'm not going to do a full flip through of the magazine, but you can all get an idea of what's in here. And the last one I wanted to show you that I thought was utterly adorable, and I can't wait to stitch this. Look at that witchy sloth, you guys. He is adorable, stinking adorable. So this is probably going to be one of the first ones I stitch out of here because I really like sloths. I'm a little bit of a sloth myself. I'm a little slow and take my time. But yeah, so really cute. So this is the latest issue of the Just Cross Stitch 2021 Halloween. You can get it at your local needlework shop. I think you can also find them sometimes at Barnes & Noble, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatnot. Yeah. So there's that. And so that talks about those two. I also got the I'm in the Crazy Annie's Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club. So I also got the newest Ornament Club thing. Look at those candy canes. Those candy canes are cute. Everything like that. I did find out that my local needlework shop here in Columbus, Cross My Heart, has the sleds. So I can actually probably get the sleds from them. I think the sleds run about $5 a piece. So if I decide to actually put them on the sleds, I will probably be buying sleds from my local needlework shop, so I don't have to pay shipping for a lot of them. But I did get Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hold on just a second. My husband came down to say hi.
Hi, everyone.
All right, just a second. Sorry about that. My husband had to ask me something about after work tomorrow. So this is one of the new project bags that I showed you last time. It's one of those prop mesh bags. And in this project bag, if you'll remember, I had indicated, why is that in there? That's gross. Gross. All right. Hold, please. So sorry about that, you guys. Found out there was a little something sticky on the back of my one of my patterns for this. So if you watch my last video or two, You know that in my stash, I found the winter alphabet from Mount Forest Frameworks. I only had A through J, or A through H, A through I. I had the A through I alphabet for the winter alphabet. I also had the fabric and the Weeks Dye Works floss to go along with it. And I was missing the other letters. So I went on a search about a month and a half ago, and I found that Crazy Annie's had the other two patterns listed on their site. I had contacted them and reached out, and come to find out their stock, because this is old stock and they had moved in the last 9 months to a year, it was probably still packed away in a bunch of boxes that hadn't yet been unpacked, and they wouldn't be able to get me the patterns because they didn't know exactly where they were. So I had to go online. So I had found the next set, winter alphabet, J through R. I don't remember which one came first, S through X or J through R. But you guys, I have all three of them now. I don't remember if I had all three of them last week. I do have all three of them now. And another thing, I went online because these take some buttons. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the buttons really clearly on here, but there's some buttons that are put out by Just Another Button Company. So I went on Just Another Button Company's website and I ordered the buttons to go on these. So in this package, you'll see the ornament, the red ornament ball. You'll see the cookie down by my finger, and the 3 snowflakes, and the upside down Christmas present. Let me use this. The upside down Christmas present. Maybe it'll focus, maybe. And then I got Christmas lights. Sorry about that, you guys. Christmas lights, holly, jingle bells. And then I got the Christmas mouse, the mitten, the star, and more Christmas lights. These are all the buttons for this pattern from Just Another Button Company. So I do have all the buttons now for all of the pieces. I have a piece of raw casual linen, 28 count, in a 12 by 55 inch size. So I'm going to be doing all of them in one long row. I don't know if I'm going to do it in a row or straight up and down, but I'm going to be taking all 9 of these patterns. All 9 of the patterns, and putting them on one big piece. So I'm going to have my winter alphabet piece started here soon. So there is that, and it's here in my project bag. It's ready to go. I just need to get it started. I was considering doing this for Jolly July, because a lot of people are doing Christmas in July pieces now. I don't know that I'm going to start this yet. I hadn't really planned on starting it in July. It could very well be a Jolly July piece, but I don't think I'm going to do it for July. So we have the winter alphabet. I am now set. I have the entire set. I have the Jabco buttons, I have the fabric, and the floss. So I could actually get started on this right now. This is a now kitted project. Raring to go. Put that over there. All right. So one of the other things that I purchased, one of the YouTubers that I watch, Noah Stitches, he's a younger gentleman here on FlossTube that does cross-stitch videos. He also does some crocheting and knitting and stuff like that. He just recently graduated with his teaching degree, so he'll start teaching in the fall. And he just moved about an hour and a half away from where he was living before. I think he's in Texas. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's down in Texas. But anyway, Noah Stitches and the Crafty Curator, also here on FlossTube, are doing a stitch along for a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern. And Noah specifically has enabled me to purchase the pattern from Heaven and Art Designs. And give me just a minute. The pattern name is called Hidden Harbor. Let me bring it up here. The pattern name is called Hidden Harbor. The artwork is by Andy Russell, and it is charted by Heaven and Art Designs. So this is the Hidden Harbor by Andy Russell. Look at that, you guys. Look at the lovelies. So Noah Stitches and the Crafty Curator here on FlossTube have already started their piece. Noah is, I think, on the second or third page. He is working on the mountainside. Sorry about that, you guys. He is working on the mountainside over here and going down, and he's doing a full page and going down. The Crafty Curator, she started up here in this upper corner as well with the mountains, but she is working across the top. So she is working this way. Noah is working this way. So they are doing the Heaven and Art Designs Hidden Harbor. I bought the color expansion chart, so there's 150 colors in this chart. And I told Noah that I was going to start it as soon as I figured out what kind of fabric I wanted. So Heaven and Art Designs, for a lot of their, almost all of their projects and charts are full coverage, which means that you stitch the entire piece. There's no fabric showing in the background. And they also sell what is called easy count or easy grid fabric that is already pre-gridded with the 10 by 10 squares, so you don't have to grid your fabric. And I went ahead and finally purchased the easy count fabric from Heaven and Art Designs. I ordered a 32 count piece of fabric and it came today. So this is an 18 by 27 piece of easy count fabric, and you can see that the fabric already has your 10 by 10 squares on it. So each one of these squares, each one of these gray squares is 100 stitches because it's 10 across and 10 down. So I got an 18 by 27 piece of 32 count easy count fabric. Now this piece is 425 across by about 320 down, give or take. So the entire piece is going to fit on here. I will be doing this over one. It's 32 count. I will be doing it over one with one thread. I haven't decided 100% for sure yet if I'm doing it tent stitch or full stitch. I don't know 100% yet. Most of my heids are tent stitch and they go super fast. I might decide to do this one in full cross. I don't know yet. But I did get my first ever, this is my first ever easy grid fabric or easy count fabric. It's easy count fabric. And Heaven and Art Designs gives you some instructions on, after you finish stitching your piece, how to get the grid marks out of your fabric. So they tell you specifically to remove the grid. You'll need to soak it in 90 to 140 degree Fahrenheit water bath with Orvis and a bit of OxyClean. You soak it for about an hour, and then you kind of keep doing that until the lines disappear. So I have my easy count fabric now for my Heaven and Art Designs Hidden Harbor. So Noah at Noah Stitches. Whoops. Please. Oh. So, come back down here, you. So, Noah, I have my fabric. Go away. I have my fabric. I'm ready to start. Yay. So I'm going to be actually starting this to kind of stitch along with Noah Stitches and the Crafty Curator here on FlossTube. So that is another plan that I have, and some stash as well. So I got the Hidden Harbor pattern and my first piece of 32 easy count fabric from Heaven and Earth Designs. Looking forward to that. Okay, now before I get into some stitching updates, I would like to kind of take a moment. Oh, I have another little bit of haul. So I was at my local cross-stitch store last weekend, or this weekend, Friday. Yeah, Friday, Mom and I went to my local needlework shop. And I got some supplies. I had to go in and pick up some stuff. So I picked up a piece of Sassy's Fabbies fabric. This is 40 count, 13 by 18 piece of 40 count in the color Storm Clouds, Sassy's Fabbies. This is the first piece of Sassy's Fabbies fabric that I own now, and I was told that these came out of Emily Van's stash. Those of you that know Cross My Heart and know EJV Designs, Emily Van of EJV Designs passed away in January, and my local needlework shop was her employer as well as, you know, her supplier of all her stuff. She really liked 40 count fabric. She liked smaller fabrics, and this happened to be some of the fabric in her stash. Her mom's been working with the cross stitch shop to be able to get some of her fabric and her flosses and everything available for purchase at the store, because, you know, her mom doesn't stitch on 40 count fabric. So I was able to pick up a couple of pieces of fabric from Emily's stash and make it my own. So I'm really excited about that. So I got Fabbies fabric. This is called Storm Clouds. It's a 13 by 18 piece and it's 40 count. Really pretty gray color. It's really pretty gray. Really excited to add that to my stash. And then I also picked up another piece of fabric. I was told this was also part of Emily's fabric stash, but I was kind of also told by the owner that she thought this was just like a special set of fabrics that they received from this company. This is also my first fabric flare fabric from Fabric Flare, finished in Massachusetts. So this is 40 count linen in the color Fallen, and it's an 18 by 18 piece. And this is the kind of fabric that is basically blank on one side. That is the back side, because it is painted on the front side. Look at how amazing this fabric is. It is peaches and browns. Absolutely stunning, you guys. This would be a very nice fall project piece, or pieces. It might even be for Halloween. I can use some of these on those Halloween ornaments from the Just Cross Stitch issue that I got. Beautiful. So this is my first piece of Fabric Flare fabric. This is in the colorway Fallen, and you can see Fabric Flare. They also have their company printed on the fabric. So yeah, beautiful fabric. So I'm really excited to get this. 2 new pieces of fabric. I also did pick up 2 weeks Dyerworks colors that I needed for one of the projects that I'm working on. Again, the reason why I picked up the weeks is because I needed the 2 colors for something, and you know, the cross stitch store, they've already paid weeks for them, so I'm just kind of reimbursing my cross stitch store for their purchase. So I got color I got Scuppernong, which is a very nice green. And then I got Aztec red, which is a very nice variegated red. Very nice. Oh, and I also picked up some more John James needles. I like John James Petites, so picked up another thing of needles as well. Can't show you that. I'll put this stuff back in the bag so I can easily get it back upstairs. Might as well just put all of this in the bag with it. Okay. Alrighty. So that's that. Alright. So while I'm talking about my local needle workshop, every year, my local needle workshop, Cross My Heart, here in Columbus, they host a stitching retreat, usually in October, November time. And the stitching retreat is called Camp GottaStitch. And up until last year, they were taking about 80 to 100 people for the camp. And it was a weekend-long camp retreat that was held up in Amish country, about an hour and a half northeast here of Columbus, in the Berlin, Ohio area, which is the Amish country here. And you would go up there on a Friday, and you'd stitch all day on Saturday, and you'd stitch on Sunday. And you could pay extra, stay all night Sunday night, and go home on Monday, and spend all day stitching on Sunday too. But it was up in Amish country, and of course, you know, we were all gearing forward or looking forward to it last year, and it had to cancel because of COVID restrictions and pandemic lockdown. So it didn't happen last year. We were all very sad. And of course, Emily passed away in January. Emily was one of the main people with Cross My Heart that would do a lot of their social events and all kinds of stuff like that. She was the main organizer for camp. And Jenny and Carol, the owners of Cross My Heart, weren't really sure what they were going to do for camp this year. So sometime in April, we got the notification about camp this year. Camp GottaStitch. And so Camp GottaStitch this year is called Roaring 20s Limited Edition. So this year at Camp GottaStitch, they are splitting it up into 2 weekends. The first weekend is September 18th and 19th, and the second weekend is October 30th and 31st. It's basically Saturday night. You come in Saturday morning, you stitch all day Saturday. We have some fun events Saturday night, and you stay in the hotel, and you can stitch Sunday morning and stitch. The shop, Cross My Heart, will be open that Sunday, those 2 Sundays, so you can go in and purchase stuff before you leave to go back home. But it is only on Saturday night this year, and they're splitting it up into 2 weekends. They the attendance is going to be limited to 30 people each. They're keeping it kind of small because it is at a hotel here in Columbus this year. It's at the Aloft Hotel, which is in Westerville, and the Aloft Hotel is pretty much a brand new hotel. I think it did open up last year or the year before last, so it's a pretty new hotel. And it's 5 minutes from my house. Instead of an hour to an hour and a half drive up in Amish country, sadly, it's here in town. So Mom and I are going to be going. We are going to the October 30th and 31st weekend event. I talked to Jenny and Carol when Mom and I were at Cross My Heart on Friday this last weekend, and they did say that public registration is now open for Camp GottaStitch. So if you want to find out more information about how to register for Camp GottaStitch, they did say that the September weekend has quite a few more openings than the October weekend. If you're interested in coming, it's just going to be one night at the hotel, but basically you come in early Saturday morning. I believe registration opens, or the event opens at 9 a.m. Saturday morning, so you have all day to stitch. They are doing a kind of a like a Roaring 20s, like costume party type thing on Saturday night. So bring your best Roaring 20s costume. There's lots of different things you can do for the Roaring 20s. That's why it's Roaring 20s limited edition. Because Camp GottaStitch last year was supposed to be Roaring 20s, but it didn't happen. So anyway, it's here in Columbus. It's split over 2 weekends. Mom and I are going the weekend in October. It is 5 minutes from our house, but we're going to stay at the hotel just because my mom's never been to a stitching retreat, and it's just going to be a way for us to get out of the house, and my husband will have kind of a weekend by himself, so that's why we're doing that. And they do have openings, so they have more openings for the September weekend than they do for October. So if you'd like to find out more information about how to register for Camp GottaStitch and all the other details that you might need for it, you can contact Cross My Heart, and I will flash the number for you. It is 614-442-0820. Their store hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can get in touch with them and find out how to register for Camp GottaStitch. But my mom and I are going. We're looking forward to it. Please give them a call if you're interested. Camp GottaStitch tends to be a very low-key, laid-back kind of stitching retreat. Vanna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher here on YouTube, has been going to Camp GottaStitch for the last 2 years that they have had it. And I met her, my first year was her first year as well, back in 2018. We went in 2018 and 2019. And so she's been to our camp. She says she really likes our camp because she gets a lot of stitching done. And it's true because, there's a lot of talking. Because it's so small, you can pretty much talk to everybody. You get to wander around the room. You get to stitch a lot. And it's just a lot of fun. And the ladies at Cross My Heart, they give out quite a few goodies to everybody that attends. So it should be a pretty good time. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. If you guys are going to go, pick your weekend. Again, Mom and I are going October 30th and 31st. So if you're going that weekend, I look forward to seeing you there. Looking forward to finally getting back into retreat season. That being said, my husband and I are also preparing every year, up until last year. Every year we go to an annual board game convention here in Columbus that has anywhere from 12,000 to 15,000 people in attendance. It's a lot of people playing board games, and it usually goes from about Wednesday afternoon until Sunday afternoon at the convention center. That will be coming up also in October. So my husband and I are working the boardroom there. That's the board game room where you can check out board games pretty much up until midnight at play. Our local board game club, Columbus Area Board Game Society, has a group of people that split off to form Buckeye Game Fest. And Buckeye Game Fest is another local board game convention here in Columbus. And it hasn't happened. It didn't happen last year because of the pandemic. But they run the boardroom at Origins. My husband and I will be working the boardroom. So we'll be there Thursday through Sunday. Mom is going on Sunday. We need to get her registered, actually. But we are going on Sunday. Mom will be going with us on Sunday. It'll be her first game convention like that. So we do board games in October this year. It's normally in June, but they pushed it back because of some other events going on. So we'll be doing that in October. Yay for that. All right, so now we're going to be one last thing. So a while back I had mentioned that I found this cross stitch planner at Half Price Books. This was one that you could find in a Hobby Lobby, Joann's and Michael's. But it's basically like the Happy Planner type thing. This was put out by Simplicity and Dimensions. But this is the actual cross-stitch planner. And it has patterns and stuff in here. I was going to use it. I had plans of using this to kind of replace my tracking system for doing my cross-stitch projects and stuff. I have this clipboard that has papers on it for all the different challenges and stitchy things that I'm working on and projects that I'm working on. I'd like to eventually move that into this planner type system. It's a disc-bound system that you can get any of the supplies at your local craft stores. I had started to fill this out for June, so you could see I had some of my stitching things in here for June, but I didn't do it for July, and I'm probably not going to start. I'm probably just going to start planning for August. But there's trackers and stuff in here, and I've been trying to watch some YouTube videos for different people that have a stitching planner, and I think I'm kind of getting to the point now where I think I actually want to start using this. I'd like to replace the discs. I can get nicer looking discs and bigger discs for this. So my goal is to eventually figure out what kind of tracking I'm going to use this for and whatnot. I do have the pattern for this kitty in here. There's some really cute patterns in here for because like each of the monthly tabs has a pattern on it. Like, you know, it'll have a pattern on it, and you'll actually get that pattern. The patterns are on the back of the month. So but yeah, so I'm going to be hopefully kind of moving over to this disc-bound planner system for tracking cross-stitch projects. So that is something else on my agenda to do. It just fell over. So now we are on to plans and updates. So we're on to updates, stitchy updates. So I am in several Facebook challenge groups. This is going to be a long one. Several Facebook challenge groups that include Crystal Academy, Magical Stitches, Cross Stitch Camp, 24 Hours of Cross Stitch, Magazine Monthly Challenge, Full Coverage Fanatics, Semi-Sane Stitchers, International Hermit and Stitch Weekend, WIPGO. I'm doing WIPGO this year and stuff like that. So I have some updates to talk to you about in a couple of these. I'm not as active in some of them as I have been in the past, just because I wanted to give myself a break. I was getting really burnt out trying to keep up with all the different challenges and tracking and all that. So this year I kind of whittled it down. So for Crystal Academy, we started term 3 in the end of June. And I am on the Red Phoenix team. I think there's 5 of us total on our team. And we are currently working through mastering class spells. So the first 3 projects that I worked on for that class was Aquamarine by Carolyn Manning Designs. I don't have the color pattern. I could bring it up on my tablet, but I just buried my tablet under a bunch of stuff. So this is Aquamarine by Carolyn Manning Designs. It's part of her Shooting Star collection. I worked on this. I got about 800 stitches roughly done on this for the challenge class. So let me get some of my fabric out of the way. So there's the stitches. So you can see here I did the gray down across the bottom and up the side. I was actually almost way over here. I had brought this up here and way over, but realized that I was off 1 stitch or 1 thread on my fabric because I had miscounted down here in this corner. I'd miscounted. So I ended up pulling out all the top and all this side and restitching this for the Stitchy challenge. So that's what I worked on. So this is as big as the piece is going to be, you guys. So this is actually basically the border of the piece. So this is all it's going to be. I am doing this 1/1 full cross on a piece of 28 count white even weave that I think I picked up at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. It's just that I think it's the Charles Craft fabric that you can get. But yeah, this is 1/1. Let me turn it sideways so you can see. 1/1 full cross. So yeah. It went pretty fast. It was going pretty fast. So this was for one of the classes for Crystal Academy. I've been focusing a lot on Crystal Academy the last couple of weeks, just because I could. You like my jumbo Ziploc project bags? Handmade by Ziploc. Okay, the next piece that I worked on was Amid Amish Life. Those of you that follow BlitzStitch here on YouTube is also stitching this. This is that 3-piece set that was published in Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. So here is an example of it. So you can see it's like a 3-piece set of Amish patterns that was published in 3 different issues of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. Can't show you that one because it's got the pattern on it. So I am working on this out of the magazines. Since this is for class, I needed to make it sort of easy to work on. So the first thing I did was I did this very top row of brown on the roof. And then I did this whole entire side, gray side of the house near the chimney, and then the cellar door right here. This is part of the cellar door. So all of the stitching on this side, except for this blue that came all the way down here, except for this blue right here, all of this side stitching and the cellar door was for magical stitches. That was done in a week. Was really glad to pull this out. The next round that's coming up is, I think, in August that I'll be stitching on this. I think it's August. And my goal is to get some of the white in the house done, because this house is all white. I don't know if I'll get the windows done and then work on the house, but this window also this is a part of the window here. This window has a flower box. That's what this part is. Right here is a flower box. And there's a lot of confetti stitches in there. So I may actually try and work on this flower box in here. And then the windows. So I have this window here. There's a window here. This window and this window. I'll probably try and get the windows finished. And then try and work on whitewashing the house. Because it's basically all white. So that is my Amid Amish Life. For Crystal Academy. And then the last project that I've been working on is my Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon. For this one, I will get my tablet out. I had found a all generation Pokemon pattern. There's quite a few people out there that are stitching generations 1 through 5 Pokemon. And I found one that had Where's Waldo in it. And I asked if somebody could please turn it into a PDF, a pattern for me. So this was going to be my Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon piece. Trying to find Waldo in here. He's down at the bottom. There he is. Waldo is right there. Kind of near my finger. Right there. There's Waldo. But this is my Where's Waldo Pokemon piece. What I was going to do with this is when I got down to Waldo, I was going to stitch him with glow-in-the-dark threads. So at night when this was hanging on the wall and it, you know, after it had been like charged all day, you can see where Waldo is really quick. I had started up here. No. Yeah. Up here in this corner is where I had started. Let me zoom in. So there's not a whole lot up in this corner. I had the tan little dot, or the tan thing there with the blue coming off of it and those spots. So I was working up here in this corner, and I was doing it on a piece of, I think it's 32 count linen, 1 over 1/10 stitch. And the more I worked on it this last week, this was for a Crystal Academy, the more I worked on it this last week, suddenly Friday I came to the realization that this is a large piece, you guys. This is huge. Stitch count is super huge, okay? I was losing interest in it very, very fast last week. I put 600 stitches in it, and I was seriously losing interest. My threads were knotting. My stitches weren't laying right. Even half stitch, my stitches weren't laying right. So let me show you what I got done, what I have done on this. I took it off my scroll frame tonight because I am not going to be working on this piece anymore. This is going in a never to be seen again WIP pile. So this is where I got. I'm not enamored with this piece anymore. So this is the piece of fabric it's on. You can see over here where I was. I don't know if you can see the lines in there. There you go. You get a little closer. These lines. It goes all the way over to here, you guys. And then it goes way, way down. I'm not working on this anymore. I'm giving up on my Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon. That's as far as I'm ever going to get. I'm not really enjoying working on this thing anymore, so I'm putting it away. It is going to be a permanent WIP until I figure out what I'm going to do with the fabric, because it's a large piece of fabric. I can reuse the fabric for something else. But Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon is going away. The pattern's a nice pattern. I love the picture. I love the idea. I'm not liking stitching on it, and I don't know that I would even frame it and hang it up when I'm done. So there's no point in me wasting hundreds and thousands of hours and minutes stitching on something that I'm probably never going to display. I don't have anybody to give it to. This was for me. But yeah, my Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon is going away. So I now have to find a replacement piece for it, for Crystal Academy. And the piece that I'm going to do instead is likely Hidden Harbor. I'm going to replace Magical or Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon with Magical or Hidden Harbor. So that is my plan. WIPGO weekend was this past weekend for the WIPGO group. My bingo board for this month. This is my WIPGO board. My 2 squares are number 2, which is work on a WIP started prior to 2015. And then this one is Grim Grinning Ghost Cell. I have to finish a square. I don't know if I'll get to 12. I haven't started either one of these yet this month. For square number 2, it's probably going to be the Santa of the Forest by Emma Lai, because it's Jolly July and I can work on it for Christmas, and I can easily pull off the 500 stitches in his beard and his face. So I'm probably going to be working on Santa of the Forest for Jolly July, because I started it well prior to 2015. And then the Grim Grinning Ghost Cell, I will have to pull that out. I don't know if I'll get to a room finish, because I still have a lot of the frame to finish. What I might just do is concentrate on the frame, so then I can just pick a room. But that big room in the middle, the hallway room, I'm going to be doing the over 1 version with all 4 stretching portraits in it. So I may actually just get started on that and then just pick a stitch goal, because I'm going to be doing it over 1, just that room. So yeah, it's a pretty big project. So that is my WIPGO plans for this month. Alright, so not really active in magical stitches. Cross stitch camp this month is a new to me designer. So my new to me designer project is going to be Buttercup Christmas Kitty. You find that again. Let's see. Buttercup Christmas Kitty. So this is the Buttercup Christmas Kitty pattern. It's from a Just Cross Stitch magazine. I'm not sure what issue, but I haven't started it yet. I do have a piece of white even weave, and I do have the weeks colors for it. It's what the Aztec red and the other thing is for. I just pulled some of the DMC that I didn't already have, but I got my fabric for it. This is for Magazine Monthly Challenge July focus piece as well, because it's Christmas in July. So this is also going to be my focus piece for Magazine Monthly theme. But the Cross Stitch Camp is a new to me designer. This design is from Buttercup Designs. It's Michelle M. Lash of Buttercup Designs. And the pattern is actually called Pretty Christmas Kitty. So this is also one of the reasons why I am considering doing ornaments and Halloween ornaments and Christmas ornaments for myself, for decorating the house, because I picked this design. And I think that this will stitch up really quick once I get to stitching it. So there is that. And yeah, not much else is going on. My Semi-Sane Stitchers focus piece for July was going to be Epic Where's Waldo. I think I'm changing it to Hidden Harbor. So I'll probably be starting the Hidden Harbor Sal before the next video. Probably this week. I was going to try and start it tonight, but it's getting a little bit late, and I don't think I want to start on a project this late at night. For the 24 hours of cross stitch. Okay, so the Magazine Monthly Challenge, I indicated the theme this month is Christmas in July, so I'm doing the Buttercup Designs Pretty Christmas Kitty. And the July acrostic is Jolly. I haven't filled it out yet. I don't know what I'm going to use for those. The 24 hours of cross stitch July acrostic is, you know, their acrostics this year or this or that. So it's digital charts versus paper printed. And I can mark off 2 of them already. Actually, I can mark off 3 of them because I put in A Mid-Amish Life, Aquamarine, and Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon. I did the stitches on those already for Crystal Academy, so I can actually mark those off. So I am working towards this. I actually got those 3 done. And oh look, I can put Hidden Harbor there for H. So while I am here, let me mark down Hidden Harbor. Hidden Harbor. I'm going to make it 500 stitches. Yeah, so I actually did that. So yeah, there we go. I added Hidden Harbor by Hayde to my 24 hours of cross stitch. One of the other things I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about is Full Coverage Fanatics. They are doing an Olympics board bingo. WIPGO board for the Olympics that start on July 23rd. So here are the prompts that you have to work on for the bingo. I'm not sure if it's 1,000 stitches each square. I don't know. I may just use this as kind of a generic thing to work on through the Olympics, where, you know, I'll pick a square and see what I can get. See what I can find with my whips. I don't know. But I did print this off just to see if see what I could use for next year. So the July Stitchy mission from Creatively Crafting for the free cross-stitch sale. The July Stitchy mission. This month, stitch goal is 5,000 stitches. Now for this, each 10th stitch is 1 stitch. You make a stitch, you stitch 1 stitch. So I can easily get through this by working on full coverage. And then here are the July WIPGOs that I put in here. I'm going to have to cross off Epic Pokemons. Although I did get stitchy sessions in on those, but I'm going to have to cross those off now. And then, so July WIPGO, and then the Stitchos. It's different sessions where you do all this. So, yep. And then that's it. That's pretty much it for all that. Alrighty, let me get my clipboard thing set up. And there we go. Back together. Down with all my stuff. Alright, so we did that. Alright, so plans this year. So International Hermit and Stitch Weekend is coming up this weekend. WIPGO Weekend was this past weekend. I didn't participate. WIPGO next draw comes up on July 27th. The Olympics for full coverage Fanatics starts on July 23rd when the Olympics start. I'm looking forward to watching the Olympics. I've been missing a lot of the gymnastics and diving trials and whatnot. And I'm also hoping to watch some of the softball for that. Dark 13 stitching is on the 13th of every month. And cross stitch camp is going on. Hopefully I'll get to the Britter Cup designs. The whole goal with the cross stitch camp is to start and finish the stitching on a project every month. So I forget what June's theme was, but July's is stitch on a project from a designer that you haven't stitched before. So I'm doing Britter Cup designs, the Britty Christmas kitty. This should be an easy start and finish. I can probably do it in a weekend, actually, quite easily. So hopefully in the next 2 weekends I'll be getting that started and finished. And then one of the other things I wanted to bring up, so one of the other FlossTubers that I watch is the Steel City Stitchers. It's a group of ladies, a group of 4 ladies out of the Pittsburgh area that started a FlossTube channel. They were getting together at a local coffee shop near them to stitch. And I believe the coffee shop was owned by one of them. I don't know if they still own the coffee shop, if the coffee shop's still open, but they now do FlossTube videos over Zoom because, you know, they're kind of still staying away. But they've been doing FlossTube videos, and they made a really big announcement on their video last Thursday that published. They are putting together another stitching retreat. For those of you that are in or near the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, it's about a 3.5-hour drive from me, so I'm going to definitely get my name on the list. They will be opening up a list on this Thursday, this coming Thursday's FlossTube channel. They're going to be opening up a Google Doc that you can fill out to get your name put on the list for the attendees to their February 2022 Stitching Retreat weekend. It starts on a Friday and goes until Sunday. It's the 4th, 5th, and 6th of February next year. And they're limiting the attendance to 80 people. So it's going to be a very small stitching retreat, much like Camp GottaStitch. But it's happening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So you can watch the Steel City Stitchers video from last week on their YouTube channel. I will put their YouTube channel link below. But I'm hoping to go. I'm hoping to get Mom on the list too, so Mom and I can both go together. It is only 3.5 hour drive from us, so we can easily drive up on a Thursday night or early Friday morning and come back on Sunday night. So we will see. I'd just like to get more information on it. I don't know that I will necessarily pay the invoice this year, but we shall see. You can get more information on last week's video about the event, but the Google Doc will go live this coming Thursday when they publish their next FlossTube update. So go to Steel City Stitchers and learn about their stitching retreat coming up in February 2022. It's very exciting. I'm kind of excited for that. So that's all I have for you tonight. This is going to be 1 hour and 20 minutes long. Sorry about the long update, but that's what you get when you don't record videos for a couple of weeks. You get these longer ones. So hopefully, again, you found something on this channel that you can get inspiration from, and that you will come back and watch some more videos when I do upload them. I hope you found some great content. I don't know what my next video plans are going to be because the next one will come after my first week back in the office. And yeah, I'm not really looking forward to going back to the office. I kind of wish we could just stay home. I'd really like to just stay home. But I do kind of miss interacting with the people of the office. I would kind of really much rather stay home. But anyway, that's all I got for you this week, you guys. It's kind of tiring talking to you for over 1 hour and 20 minutes on my own. I had a lot to show you today. So hopefully, I don't know how much more updates I'll have for you in the next video I do, but it's probably going to be at least 2 weeks from now. And it's definitely going to be after my first week back in the office. Not sure how much stitching I'm going to want to do there that week, because in the past when I was going into the office, I'd come home and want to get on my computer because, you know, I couldn't do Facebook and all that at work because I have to look busy, and, you know, we couldn't use work computers and stuff. But working from home, you know, I'm on my personal laptop working from home, and it's real easy to just, oh look, let's go over and check email. Let's go over and check Facebook. Let's go watch a 15-minute FlossTube video on a little break. You know, so it's easy for me to like get a little sidetracked from working from home. It doesn't happen a lot, but I can't do that at work because, you know, like Facebook is locked down and I can't check personal emails on a work computer, and yeah, just stuff like that. So I don't know how much stitching I'm actually going to want to do, because I think just being back in the office is probably going to be very tiring for me. So I don't exactly know when my next video is going to be. But anyway, if you click the subscription button and click the notification bell, you'll be notified when I upload new content. That being said, that's all I have for you. Mom hugs to everybody out there that need mom hugs. You know who you might be. And just be kind to everybody, you guys. Because that's all we can do. Just keep on keeping on. Really nothing else we can do. And take care. Till my next video. So long. Hope you're having a good July. We're having a lot of rain here. It's supposed to rain all week. And yeah. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Take care. We'll see you next time.